Okay, we have 1000 company. Okay, so we have the list of 1000 companies here, we can see, and we want to classify these companies based on the current ratio. We have the total current assets and total current liabilities. So we need to calculate the current ratio, and then we want to classify these companies based on the current ratio, especially which companies have highest current ratio and which companies have lowest. So to do that, we can use the pivot table. So go to insert pivot table. Okay, so here is our pivot table, we can see. So first of all, I am dragging the company name over here, the total assets, total liabilities. Okay, now go to the um, fields and items, calculated field, and here we are calculating current ratio, which is equal to, say, total current assets divided by total current liabilities. Okay, we have this current ratio, as you can see. So what I am doing, I'm sorting them from largest to smallest. So we can see that one company, the Amber Resource Company, has 81 current assets, current ratio. So let's see one thing there. We can format the numbers. Okay. Okay. So this is how we are formatting the numbers. So we can simply use the pivot chart. So it will help us line, no, column. Let's see. Okay, here is the column. Oh, okay, actually we don't need this. Okay, let's remove the field. Remove the field. Okay, so we can see here is a classification of the companies. So here is one kind of classification. We can see that Amber, and here are the companies which has less, meaning less than one. Yeah, so less than one uh, current ratio. So these companies have highest current ratio. Okay, this is one kind of classification. So here is another example of the classification. The same data, but we have lowest number of companies. We have only 20 companies, and here are the current ratios we have. So we want to classify the companies based on their current ratio. So to do that, what we can do, say we are selecting these two columns, okay, and then insert. See, we can insert. So this one, this graph actually shows us these two companies. Means we have two companies, okay, which have highest current ratio. This is one kind of classification you can do, and we can also do bar diagram. This is much better because it will show you the full picture. Okay, see here you can see that the Ember Resources has the highest, and then golfrounds.com incorporation has the highest current ratio. So these are the two examples of classification, meaning you will be classifying the data based on some criteria. Here we have classified the companies based on the current ratios. Okay, in this example, we will show how to do the data reduction. Okay, data reduction is also based on some criteria. Say, for example, here in this data set, we have total, how many? We have total 60,000 observation. Okay, so 60,833 observations. So, but we want to analyze only those companies that have reported uh, on December. Okay, so to do that, we want to calculate the month in which the company have reported their reports. So here is month. Okay, so we can see this company has reported on this AR, okay, symbol. So this company has reported on May 31st. Okay, so month. Okay, now very simple. I'm going to filter this one. So just okay, there are many. We will just keep these. Okay, so these are the companies who have reported on December. Okay, so most of the companies, see, most of the companies, not most actually, all the companies have reported on December. Okay, we want to analyze those companies. So what we will do, we will just keep these companies, meaning the December reporting companies, and we will delete all other companies. This is how we perform the data reduction. So now here we will be calculating the profiling. So to do that, say for example, we have 50 companies. Okay, see, we have list of 50 companies on okay, we will be calculating considering these 50 companies. Okay, so now we want to profile the companies based on some standards. Say our standard is the mean value. Okay, so we need to calculate the mean first. So to do that, go to the data analysis. Okay, descriptive statistics, then okay, and what I am gonna do, say I'm selecting this one and going to the last. Okay, so this one, the column, it's okay. So summary statistics. Okay, here is the summary statistics output work in the new worksheet. Okay, now here you can see that we have, say, let me make the okay. So what you can see that the net income, the mean value is 1779. Okay, let's make it 1780. Okay, 1780. Okay, this is the mean value. Okay, so let's see, 1780 is our mean value. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm inserting all the values here, and then I am calculating the variance. So see, the variance would be net income minus the mean value. So meaning how different is the company's net income from the average. Okay, so okay, from here we can see most of the companies have am I doing it correctly? Okay, so most of the companies have, see, only this company actually has huge amount of net income. Okay, this has increased our average, the mean value, and most of the companies, see, have the negative variance, meaning they have less net income than the average. Okay, this has a positive one, it has a positive one. So the here the profiling that we are doing is based on the mean value. So most of the companies have less than the mean of our sample, and few companies have more than the mean values of the uh, sample, their net income. See that this is how we do the profiling. So meaning here the yellow colored companies, these companies have higher net income than the average. Okay, this is one kind of profiling. Now we will be showing how to do the clustering. Actually, clustering is a huge topic. If we have time at the end of the semesters, I will be making a full lecture on clustering, because there are different types of clusterings, k-means clusterings, and some other clusterings. So the main concept of clustering is We have observations, different observations. See, we have here the 11 companies data, 11 companies net income we have. Okay, so we will be clustering, meaning actually we will be making a group of the companies that have closest amount of net income. Okay, so meaning their net income, the distance between their net income will be minimum, so they will be clustered in one group. So to do that, let's see one example here. Say if we just insert a scatter graph, so what we can see here, see that these companies, meaning these are the cluster. So actually here there are one, two, three, four cluster. Can you see that? Because the distance between these three and this one is high enough. So what we can do, let's insert a shape. So it will help us. So I'm just this is one cluster. Okay, so format object fail. Let's make it transparent. Okay, and this one. So okay, so what we have, so this is one clustering, and let's copy. Okay, this is another cluster, and this is another cluster. See, and this is another cluster. So we can see that in our data there are four clusters. Okay, meaning their values are, meaning less, there is a less difference between the values. Okay, so this is how we perform the clusterings, but there are established ways to do the clustering. I will show you in one lecture. Okay, now we will be discussing the correlation. So in our previous video we have shown that the correlation is correlation between two variables is how they are related. If one value the increases, whether the other value decrease or increase. Say for example, if sales increase, net income should increase. Okay, if sales increase, net income should increase. So meaning they are positively correlated. So the same thing here. So here I will be calculating the correlation coefficient between of these variables, and to do that, go to the data analysis, then select correlation. Okay, and here what you will do, so we will be selecting the entire data set, then label in the first row, new worksheet, insert. So here is the correlation table that we have. Okay, here you can see all the variables are positively correlated with let's format it so to decimal place. Okay, it's now better. So what we can do, we can also do the conditional formatting. Okay, this is much better because it shows us the coefficient in color. Okay, so we can see that all the variables are positively correlated with though the cost of goods should not be positively correlated, because if the cost of goods should increase, net income should decrease. Okay, but there is a problem in the data. Okay, so this is the correlation. Now we will be showing the regression analysis. So what is the regression? Regression means that one variable is affected by many different variables, many different factors. So how each variable affects the outcome variable will be shown by regression analysis. So in this example, our outcome variable is the net income. So we are assuming that net income depends on the sales, total liabilities, current assets, and the size of the company. So to do that, so let's calculate the regression. So go to the data analysis, and here uh, we'll select the regression. Okay, then the outcome variable here. So this one, then input of the independent variables. Okay, we have got it. So now what we'll do, new worksheet and all the things are as usual, give them. So okay, no. So what is that? Labels, okay, labels. Then okay, we have done the labeling. So here are the data we have, and let me format the cells. So numbers, 3 decimal places, it's good. So what we can see here, our dependent variable is net income, and these are the independent variables. Okay, and we can see they are related with net income. So dependent variable, sorry, this is called dependent variable is net income. Okay, so we can see the size is negatively associated with net income, total liability positive, and sales is positively associated with net income. Okay, if sales increase, net income increase. Okay, and here the p value is c 0.000, meaning these are highly significant current assets and sales are highly significant. Okay, I think you have got it. Thank you.